ladies of the Federal Foreign Office, our esteemed hosts, distinguished guests, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. Today, 6th March 2009, marks the 52nd anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Ghana. The occasion is as important as it is historic, since it was on that day, 52 years ago in 1957, that Ghana broke away from colonial domination and attained self-government. On that day, Ghanaians decided to place the destiny of their beloved country in their own hands. Permit me, therefore, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this day in Berlin, to extend on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, and on behalf of the staff of the Embassy of Ghana, a very warm and hearty welcome to you all, and to thank you most sincerely for accepting to honor our invitation to join us to commemorate the occasion. We are also particularly grateful to those of you distinguished guests who have endured long journeys to enable you to be part of the occasion. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in December 2008, Ghana emerged from one of the most keenly contested, closely fought, but peaceful presidential and parliamentary elections in the history of the country. Ghana's democracy and its institutions were tested to the utmost limit. Thanks to the Almighty God and the good people of Ghana, in spite of the closeness of the results between the two leading candidates, the sovereign will of the people prevailed. On 7 January 2009, Ghana swore in a new president, His Excellency President John Evans Atta Mills, at an impressive ceremony. For the second time, therefore, in the short period of 8 years, one democratically elected government handed over power to another democratically elected government, demonstrating Ghana's strong commitment to the principles of democracy. While we give praise and thanks to the Almighty God for all those achievements, we are also mindful of our duty to express our deepest appreciation to our friends, partners, and observers who supported and continue to guide and assist us in our determination to consolidate democracy, good governance, respect for human rights, civil liberties, and the rule of law. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the political success, Ghana, and indeed Africa, have made significant strides in the economic and social spheres. While we have chalked many significant successes, we have also experienced many challenges which continue to plague us, putting severe strains on our resources and threatening the modest gains we have so far made on our GDP. In line with IMF's downward revision of Africa's growth forecasts from 6.4% to 6% in 2009, Ghana's economic growth is expected to fall slightly as inflation rises. The difficulties will derive largely from a downturn in revenues from commodity exports, as is the case for almost all of Africa. Additionally, there is growing concern that the modest growth that process cannot be sustained because foreign direct investment levels, as well as private sector foreign investment and aid flows, might fall as a result of the slowdown in the advanced economies. Just as worrying is the near certainty that inward remittances into Africa from Africans living abroad might fall in the face of job losses and therefore reduced incomes. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in the face of such gloomy reality, I wish to place on record Ghana's sincere gratitude to the government of the Federal Republic of Germany for her continued support and assistance to Ghana's efforts and sustainable development and the pursuit of democratic values and principles. Germany has shown beyond doubt that she is a true friend of Africa and the developing world in general. Indeed, in spite of the economic slowdown and problems at home, Germany continues to assure the developing world of a continued, unwavering Ghana holds Germany in high regard as a highly development country, highly advanced country, and an important development partner. Germany is also the second most popular destination in continental Europe for Ghanaians. Today there are more than 50,000 Ghanaians living in Germany. It is for such consideration that Ghana's former president, for example, paid a special farewell visit to Germany during his last days as president in August 2008. It is our fervent hope and desire that the bonds of friendship and respect between Ghana and Germany will grow in strength for our mutual benefit. To our fellow Ghanaians who are here with us this evening, I wish to register our great admiration for your exploits and achievements. Ghana needs your newly acquired skills, perspectives, and your capital, your cash. I accordingly invite you to join hands with all Ghanaians elsewhere in building a better Ghana for the present and future generations. The doors of the embassy are open. They will continue to be open. Let us together explore ways to move our homeland forward. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish at this juncture to pay special tribute to our German development partners, that is the foundations and associations, and indeed our honorary consul generals for their invaluable services to Ghana. I also wish to thank our host, Commerce Bank. I see a number of their staff here this evening for allowing us to use their beautiful facilities for this reception. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the distinct honor to invite you to have a taste of all these wonderful dishes that have been prepared for you. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. I thank you very much.
Kingsley Chinkuri, the ambassador of Zambia.
You're welcome, sir.
And I'm Sonabo Funde, the ambassador of South Africa.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm Carlos dos Santos, ambassador of Mozambique.
Well, first of all, the first thing that comes to mind is that an African who comes here must not come to think that he's here to enjoy himself and forget about home. We are here to acquire skills. We are here to acquire resources, as the Charge d'Affaires had spoken there inside. These resources must be taken back home, go and improve the conditions at home. You take these skills, you take the knowledge you acquire here, go and apply it at home so that you can improve the lot of our people at home. This is the simple message that I would give to the people that are here. Let us say the diaspora. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
But I think if I've also addressed myself to the fact that, Ghana is celebrating its 52nd anniversary. Having been the first African country to gain independence from colonialism, has continued to demonstrate its leadership, particularly in the last elections that were held, which were, although very close, but were very successful and were very peaceful. And it was very important that the people of Ghana were able to accept the results of those elections, close as they are, and move forward very peacefully to construct and to develop the Ghanaian nation in a peaceful and democratic way. I think Ghana has demonstrated once more its pioneering role in Africa by doing this kind of, by having those elections move on very peacefully, because whenever you have closed elections like that, there's always a doubt whether the other people will accept or not. But we saw that Ghana did accept the elections, and the people accepted the vote, and Ghana is moving on. And all we can say is that we wish them well, and we wish all the Ghanaians who are here to do whatever they can, as the ambassador has said, to contribute towards the development of Ghana.
Thank you very much. Sir?
It's a source of pride for all Africans in the continent and all Africans in the diaspora. The development of the continent starts from there, and we are all very proud of the political stability that is enjoyed in Ghana, the development that is experienced in Ghana, and we would like to see the young people and all those living in Germany to work more towards contributing to the development of Ghana, and in so doing they will be contributing to the development of the entire continent of Africa. Today we celebrate Ghana, but we also celebrate Africa. Thank you. Thank you.
Brothers and sisters of Ghana, I must first congratulate you, and then the rest of Africa is watching you as a role model, because we see a lot of Ghana.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you. Hello viewers, again here with me is Professor Dr. Yanka from Ghana, living here in Berlin. Good evening.
I studied and worked in Kiel at the University of Kiel, also as integration, especially the youth. I'm the president of African Cultural Institute, which we inaugurated in 2003 here. I also organized a continuing educational program for physicians in Africa since 2005. It is in Africa, which are about 11 countries, so that we can actually reach many physicians, paramedics, when we are organizing such seminar. So this is our contribution, or my contribution, towards development of cardiovascular medicine in Africa.
Okay, today is our birthday.
Celebrating the 56 years, in exploiting ourselves in order to produce. And I'm very, very concerned about our focus on only production of our cultural, but not of our natural resources. We have to not only consume. Major message I would like to give to my people in Ghana and also in Africa, that this is the time now that you start to exploit our natural resources and produce in our own environment and export, and try as much as possible to consume less and less imported food.
Okay, and one more thing, just a little advice for the youth all over the world.
Well, it's also a very particular concern in our projects or objectives, how to have to also use their own initiatives to learn, to achieve certain aims. Because at the moment in Germany, there is a very high competition because of the expanded European Union countries. Many youth from other European countries are also coming to Germany. So that,
Thank you.
Thank you.
When were you in Ghana?
2 years ago.
Were you working in the embassy? Just Ghana.
Made it our aim that women, what can we do to help our country? We are targeting the 5th goal of the Millennium Goals, which is to help reduce maternal mortality reported up to 2015. And we have started packing some first aid boxes to Ghana. We have targeted us. We've already had 5 boxes, and the rest will be also done for the other regions. Also, so we have got the nationality and diamonds who can come to the Ghanaian can join.
Okay. So what exactly do you do?
You know, in Ghana, the ethnicity is so large. We have the Ashantis, the Bronx, the Volta region, just to mention a few. We all live here, we all have the same problems, but we're trying to fight to unite and get us together on a common interest.
Hier mit uns ist ein mächtiger Mann aus Ghana.
Mein Name ist Togui Goifia Sefas Kosi Banza, König von Hochweg Traditional Ghana.
Was machen Sie denn hier in Deutschland?
In Deutschland, ich bin damals gekommen durch internationalen Austausch von Hohenbad Godesberg. Dann habe ich hier Kfz-Mechaniker gelernt, Landmaschinenmechaniker, und habe ich Landmaschinenmeister gemacht, dann habe ich wieder Kfz-Meister gemacht. Ich wohne in Ludwigshafen, ich habe einen eigenen Kfz-Betrieb, eigenes Haus. Bis heute habe ich 14 deutsche Jugendliche ausgebildet in meiner Firma als Kfz-Elektroniker.
Okay. Diese Schmuck, wunderbare Schmuck, hat es Bedeutung? Und mit deinem Stock hat es Bedeutung?
Ja, dieser Schmuck, jeder Schmuck hat eine Bedeutung.
Okay.
Und der Stock ist meine Waffe. Es ist ein Lebensbaum. Hier ist ein verhungerter Mensch. Hier ist der König und der König stürzt ihn, damit etwas zu lassen.
With me is lawyer Ama Fugua. Welcome.
Welcome, madam.
Okay, Ghana is 52 years old. What can you say about this program today?
Yes, it was a very nice program and everything was very, very fine.
Could you give us one or two advice to the Ghanaians?
They should learn, always learn to be successful in this country. But speak their language, that's very important.
Here with me is Auntie Mary and Dr. Menu with me here at Ghana at 52. Dr. Menu, what can you say about today's program?
Well, today's program was very good, and I am happy that Ghana has gotten 52. And as he said, the history of Ghana has proven that we believe in democratic principles and that we are a stable country able to change from one democratically elected government to another democratically elected government. And I hope and wish Ghana a happy birthday for all of us.
Thank you. Auntie Mary, could you also say one or two things?
Yes, it's nice, but what I think is in the near future, they should try also to invite some of the youth to come and see and to hear the history of Ghana. It should not be only elderly people or old people, those who know. Maybe to send it to some organizations to choose 2 or 3 people from each organization or each tribe to bring their youth to see what is going on. And it will also be nice if you call some of our learned people to talk to the youth, the situation in this country and our country, to encourage the parents also to let them come to hear it and to better their life.
I'm a mining engineer, exploration geophysics by training. I also studied exploration geophysics and I have an MBA in international strategic management, worked with the World Bank, and I am now the executive secretary of the African German Youth Arts, Culture and Science Association, AYACSA for short, a Hamburg-based integration in it.
How did you find today's program?
I guess it was okay. I liked the opening speech by the Chargé d'Affaires, and I think I do agree with him that in spite of the global economic recession, Ghana is going to face some major economic problems, but there is the goodwill that we enjoy from economic partners such as Germany and also non-resident Ghanaians. This is where I see the greatest potential. So I agree with the closing that the government needs cash in abundance, but of course I think it was a coded statement which recognizes the fact that our expertise is needed. To that extent, I am really impressed.
My name is Jane Gasu, Minister Councillor, Embassy of Ghana in Berlin. Today's program has been very successful. The attendance has been very good, marking our 52nd anniversary. At least we've been able to project the country's image here this evening. Everybody who came has praised the country for what we have done, especially the elections that just took place, the peaceful way in which it was done, and the handing over and everything. I think that it's time for Ghanaians to feel proud of what they have done, but there's still a long way to go from where we have come. And I believe that every Ghanaian everywhere, inside or outside Ghana, should put their shoulders to the wheel and move our country forward. We still have a